What's going on, everybody? Brett here. Back today playing some more Surviving Mars on the Green Planet DLC. Picking up exactly where we left off last time. I decided, guys, it's going to be a major hurdle in this playthrough to get to that next step. And the next step right now is for us to expand to this part of the map to try and take advantage of the resource underground rare metals. And we are currently doing our best to bring the supplies that we need here. Let's see if we can do this. Unload resources here. Our little drones from our RC commander are attempting to build some of the things here that need to be built out of metal. This is probably the last thing that I would choose to build. Let's prioritize this, and definitely the wiring needs to be prioritized as well. But once the wiring is done, we'll have this self-sufficient area here that we'll try and get rare metals out of the ground. That way we can send those back to Earth, make money. And this is a major hurdle. You know, our area here is pretty self-sustaining. Everyone's pretty happy. We've got food, you know, we've got all the resources we need. We're producing everything except for electronics at this point. And things are going smoothly, but we've got to get to that next major evolution where we can start making money from our colony. Now, we're currently exploring this zone here. I set this into a queue to explore as well, and I see here that we have an anomaly that we can scan. So let's get our explorer, which is currently not doing anything, and send it out to come and scan that anomaly for us. Hopefully we'll unlock some new research as well. So speaking of research, let's go ahead and check in here. We've got Drone Hub being built. This is a super crucial part of our expansion. This is going to help us to generate more research points, and this is going to help us to scan, hopefully finding more minerals and things near us. And just for the meantime, I like getting farms as a new building for our, you know, eventual larger domes. And then I also like picking up water reclamation. So drastically reduces the water consumption of the dome. I think this is a spire, and I do believe it's only usable. I believe it's only usable in medium-sized domes. I could be wrong though. I could absolutely be wrong. But let's just go ahead and get these things done. And our research per soul right now is 533, and I think that's because we have a research lab that we recently built. Is this it here? Yes. And they're currently producing an extra 183 for us. So that's nice. But we've got to get to the point in our playthrough where we are getting rare metals. So has our transport unloaded? They have. Some solar panels have been built. That's good. That's a first step. Now we need to grab some machine parts and some concrete, I do believe. Let's head back here. Where do we have some machine parts and concrete? I think these little white ones here are machine parts, and they certainly are. So we could come here. Let's load Control Plus. Okay. Let's get 5 of those. We're going to need several polymers. Do we have more than that? I think that's it for now. Okay. 20 concrete. That should be good. Let's get them to load that stuff up, and then we'll bring it back to the other side, and those drones will start to repair. So everything is happening. We've just got to get to that point. I don't like that we're kind of negative on water right now. So spires. The spires go in the center of a dome, and they're pretty beautiful. But it's going to be quite some time until that research is done. Perhaps our water was dipping low because this was in pretty serious need of repair, and it's fixed now. No, we're still low. Yeah, you know, also I'm noticing right now we need to make another dumping site. Let's make a small one. And I guess our little guys will start moving all of this stuff over to the dumping site. And that should make room for us to put down another water source here. And you'll see we're going back to neutral. How are our water tanks? They're nearly full. So, I mean, we can afford to go a little bit negative on water and we'll still be fine. Okay, what do you have? Can we load up more? We should definitely load Let's get another thing of machine parts. Let's get some more polymers. And, man, this is a little bit tricky. And as much concrete as we can carry, I suppose. We're going to start generating concrete over there. So it's not as necessary to do that. And then here we can go ahead and unload everything that we can. So we need polymers. I think we have 10. We need metals. We're actually out of metals right now. These little specks here, those wouldn't happen to be polymer, would it? Nope, just rock. So has our explorer made it out there? It has, and it is currently scanning, about halfway done. And our transport is really our best lifeline right now. A little bit lack of surplus in power, but we do have batteries, and we built these for a reason. You know, just building them to have them. We have 4 here as part of this, colony. And if we're never going to use them, that wouldn't make much sense. This rocket's pretty much loaded. Okay, we finished drone hubs. We can now build a drone hub. Drone battery capacity increased by 50%. That's nice. This would be cool to get before we build our next drone hub, but I think we need to get this autonomous sensor. I think we need to start unlocking some of the things that you can unlock in the physics category. Alright, so with this payload being dropped off, they're prioritizing the dome first. I would kind of prefer if they did this, considering I have this at highest priority. They just need machine parts, and there they go. So this will start working. We have everything in place, a dumping site, depots. This should start generating something for us, but because it's nighttime, our solar panels are down, we need this to be completed. The power accumulator, the battery, essentially. And we need more concrete, which this should be making for us very soon, and polymer. So we need to go pick up more polymer and concrete and metal. Okay, let's do the 10 of those. Grab some of that. Just grab some extras. We have a lot of room. We may as well even grab some food, because if we're going to put people over there, which we hope to at some point, we're going to drop people from our rocket that's already at Earth. We're going to bring them to this pad here. Hopefully, that's the plan. They're going to work. And I think you have to have people in the rare metals to have that work. I'm not 100% on that, but I think so. And we're also going to have to get to this water source. So that's going to be a little bit tricky. We'll place a drone hub in the center here. What does it take to build that, by the way? And where is that located? Drone hub. Ooh, that takes a lot of electronics, and it also takes electronic maintenance. Not the best. What's our area of effect looking like? We could consider placing it farther away. We don't really need to have... We don't really need to have the concrete producer in this. Just as long as we have the dumping site. I don't hate this. And that'll allow us to go ahead and bring... Where's our guy that's loading up? He should be full. So let's come ahead and unload all. But what I'm thinking is I'm planning for the future. I want to make sure that we have the reach between an RC commander and our drone hub to reach this water source so we can build the infrastructure that we need to keep expanding. It's kind of like a house of cards, basically, made out of drone hubs until we can fill everything out Okay, so we're scanning here, here, and then here. We're finding all of these different, nice areas to build. He has no queued tasks. And since he has no tasks, I'm going to bring him all the way back. Last thing we want is for him to get hit by a meteor or something like that, and then he's stuck all the way out there. That would pretty much screw us over quite hard. Getting fueled up. We are unloading. What do you need? Power? This thing needs to get built. Come on, guys. 2 polymers, we should have that. There we go. And that'll help us to store power during the day so that at night everything continues working. And I think, unfortunately, wind turbines require machine part maintenance, which is a little tricky at the moment. Would much rather stick with metal. Let's rotate them. And then we're going to need to place some more power cables. These depots are in kind of an awkward spot. We'll just connect it that way. That's fine. We could cancel this. Nope, too late. I already built it. That's cool. This will just take some metal. Let's go ahead and get our transport.
Research complete.
Come back. Load more metal resources. And then we'll bring all that metal over there if we can. Research complete. So that's another 100 research per soul. We should be able to start chunking down these researches, and maybe we'll be able to research our way out of some of the trouble that we're kind of in right now. I would love for these to require less fuel. I would also love to build a dozer. I kind of want to get one of those. But anyway, let's just use this. Yeah, we don't have the money to outsource things, nor do we need to outsource. Our colonists are doing fine. I think if we click on any random colonist that we see... What are you doing in here? Get out of here with your dirty robot selves. Pearl Anderson. His comfort level's not great. He's a loner. Morale's not the best, but their sanity and health are great. So we're taking good care of them in that aspect. Our food needs are being met. We're storing seeds for the future whenever we're able to get into terraforming, but we have to wait until we can make electronics in order to do that. So how are our projects going here? Our transport is on the way. I guess it's loading right now. It just made it. Yes. Okay. What do we need to finish this? Some polymer, that's it. So this is done, it just needs people. So we need to turn this off. The drone hub is super high priority. The launch pad is finished, good.
Meteor shower incoming.
Oh no, meteor shower. Let's come over here and unload this stuff. Prioritize the drone hub and prioritize the basic dome. The metal should be enough for us to finish all of these points of power supply. Once we're finished with this, we can make some power lines to come down here. We'll bring our RC commander here and build some water gathering buildings so that we can finish fleshing out all of the different like life-sustaining resources that we're going to need. Here we go. Meteor warning. Close that out. Have we discovered anything yet? Not yet. We could super fast forward, and we might want to in just a minute here. Let's go back. Okay, unloading that metal should send them into a frenzy of activity. So like I said, we need electronics, a little bit of polymer, and then we should be good. Then we'll get to the water, we'll build the oxygen tanks, things like that, refueling stations, and then we'll bring back our colonists from Earth, and they'll land here and they'll start occupying this dome, which we will need. Oh no, we want to unload. For which we will need to build housing and food. So, it's going to be a whole new thing. But this is a nice little expansion area. So polymers and electronics. Let's go over and get those from here. Okay, we need 10 of those. We'll take 5 of those. May as well take some metals, machine parts. We're probably going to need all of this in order to build some of the inside buildings. We can go ahead and kind of prep. Apartments takes polymers and concrete. We're definitely going to need to have some sort of food production. And I have the farm being built right now. The diner or the grocer to provide people with food. This gives dining, social, and food though, so it's pretty much strictly a better thing. Food and shopping is nice, but they can be a bit redundant. And of course, we don't have the benefit of having multiple domes to connect and give lots of different types of, positives, luxury and gaming and things like that. They'll be pretty much on their own for a while. Let's wish them much luck. This isn't working, and I'm not sure why. Did it just not have power for a brief second there? Alright, drone hub, do your thing. Yeah, the drones have a heavy load. That does not surprise me. One of our rockets is ready to go. Transport needs to come back over here. And I saw that. Power surge. A number of red lights go off as sparks start flying from the terminal that monitors our power networks. Stress on one of our power networks is causing a massive power surge. There's a serious threat of overloading the entire network if we don't do something quickly. Ugh. Some batteries may explode. I don't want to do this at all. Let's reroute power. They were overloaded for a while. No accidents have occurred. Awesome. So we could always build another battery, but I'm glad we had batteries. We have a few extra just in case. But they're all pretty much full. I'm not going to launch this rocket just yet. Have any anomalies been checked out? No. But it does appear that there are incoming meteor strikes. This is going to be done really quickly, and then we're going to be able to expand to the water. Not the most efficient way of doing this, but we had the kind of misfortune of having all of these resources be so far away from what we're trying to do. It'd be nice if they were dropping materials that we could use. I thought it used to be that they drop metals. Maybe once the event is over. And it looks like it's just outside of where all of our stuff is. Alright, this should be just about done. This will be just about done. And then once its drones are operating... Whoa, did we not bring enough electronics? Or did our drones use our electronics, perhaps, or something to that effect? No, we need to go get more electronics. That's okay. We're going to need more metal and stuff anyway. Anomalies found. That's good to know. Let's come over here. Let's load as many as we can take. See, it's telling me I'm taking 10, but I don't even know if I have that many to take. So with that anomaly found, we can use our
Research
explorer.
complete.
We got adapted probes. Probes are cheaper and can deep scan. That's very good. So what I don't remember right now is whether or not we should deep scan the locations where we already have things discovered. Oh, there's an anomaly right here. Oh no, meteors are falling right on our stuff. Don't break my stuff, man. Okay, how much is on it? Only 2 electronics. We need to grab more electronics than that. Now how many? 4. We need more than that. Alright, now we can come over and unload up here. Drone hub, come on, we need you up. Got a good amount of concrete up here, I'm happy to see that. I guess while we're waiting, we can start building a few of the essentials. As far as, you know what, let's build an apartment complex, just because we haven't seen one of those yet. Check it out.
Meteor incoming.
That's a little scary. We should have in our research, we've almost got the farm building. What did we unlock here? Machine parts factory. We definitely want to unlock that. Polymer blades. I'm trying to prioritize the upgrades that reduce the strains on our resources. But these types of upgrades here, like machine parts factories, not having to get prefabs is quite preferable. And I'm going to wait to build a farm in here, I do believe. Build a nice little diner for them. An infirmary, perhaps. We don't want to get too fancy, because they're going to have to operate at a pretty low level for a little while. Man, this is terrifying. This is definitely going to sever our
Research complete.
wires here.
Analyzed.
Another anomaly analyzed. I don't know. This is why you need redundancy, because stuff like this happens. So we now have the farms. That's great. And that unlocked microgravity machine. Super cool. Man, I can't wait to get in all this new stuff. Let's just go ahead and get better operating drones, I guess. This building is currently turned off. Our explorer is not doing anything. Is there anything for him to go and scan? Not that I see. Okay. He can hang out. We'll just bring him to this area. Our transport. Man, he brought the electronics. What are they doing? I guess they're all just busy building this stuff, and that makes sense. But we've got to get to the water before we can start loading and bringing in the colonists. Last thing I want is for the colonists to arrive, and we don't have the life-sustaining stuff that we need. And we're doing all of this just to get rare metals, by the way. It's kind of crazy. But once we have all those technologies done, like the drone hubs, which we now have, we'll be able to take advantage of all of these resources here, and then eventually expand this way or that way, depending on, what we find. It's actually quite exciting. I think I want to check this part out. Because if we're going to go up here and terraform this cliff, this is probably my access point. I'll have buildings here and here, and if we can terraform here or make a tunnel, then I'll want to go up about right there and expand outwards from that. So that's not working again. The diner's been finished. This needs polymer. Come on, man, unload. Why can he not unload? I'm not sure why he wasn't. I said unload all, but it's like he doesn't. He stopped at a certain point. What's going on? Unload. Yeah, kind of weird. I'm sure you saw me do that multiple times. Maybe it was getting to a resource that was kind of full in that area? I don't know. But here we go. The drone hub is up. I forget how many drones comes with a drone hub. 4. 4. Okay, that's not a lot. How many are currently in here? 7 out of 8. Let's give a few of these drones to this drone hub. Puts us down to 5 here, up to 6 here. And this will allow us to come out this way. Let's start building power cables that run all the way here. Is that the end of our influence? No, I mean we can go further. And let's go out a little bit more. Down here to there. Okay. Now water. Man, once we get these moisture evaporators, that'll be so great. But for now, we do not have that kind of technology. Let's rotate this. And we can build a water tower out here. Might be better just to build the water tower near the actual dome itself. But we're definitely going to have to build pipes. And I love to have my pipes run the same exact path as my wiring. Just so that it doesn't take up as much space. We can always make multiple water connections here. Doesn't really cost much. Let's make a water tank. Can make one here-ish. It's probably fine. And we're also going to need an oxygen tank and a moxie. One there, and we can make multiple oxygen tanks. Just do it like that. That's fine. Anything else that we have to have? Oh, we needed to build a farm in here. What does that take to build? Just concrete. We've got plenty of that. What we really need is metal right now. Are these all metal deposits? That's 5. No. Sadly, all the comets, all the meteors that dropped did not give us metal. So let us... You know what, let's come back over here and grab more metal. We're going to need a ton of metal to finish the project that we just started. No, no, no. No, no, no. Oh my god, please. Please help me. There we go. Let's come here and load metal as much as we can and bring it back. The pipes are done. This is going to take machine parts. Let's see. Where are we in terms of our drone control? We can move back here a little. We've got some overlap now. We do need machine parts though. And we're going to build one water tank here. I mean, we have machine parts. A diner, an infirmary, and a place to live. I think that's... We're getting close. The Moxie's done. This just needs... We need water. And then I think we'll be good to go. You know what? They might not be bringing this here. Man, I really can't wait until we can... We'll just place one of these universals here for now. Until we can get the flying drones. We have a food... Whoa, 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 what happened? How do we have a food shortage? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Building not working. Okay. Let's turn these off for now. We can also turn the whole dome off. We should have had that off before. Domes without life support. Okay. Low storage for food. Is that possibly the only thing that's actually causing an issue? Or are we actually not producing enough food? You know what? We're making seeds here. We need to start making just more food, I guess. And we can make the microgreens. Okay, hopefully people won't die. I thought we had more food than that. Damn. I wish we could make this automatic, but I don't want to spend the electronics. Starvation.
Colonists are starving.
Yeah. I think we'll be able to fix this in a second. One of the major producers of food, this building here, we had it producing seeds so that we could stockpile them for the time when we wanted to go ahead and... God dang it. For when we wanted to go ahead and start terraforming. I just want to make sure we had some seeds to do that so we weren't waiting. But it is always something here. We need metal, we need concrete, and we need machine parts. Whew. But we're doing it, guys. I thought about doing all of this on my own, off camera. But this is, I mean, this is surviving Mars. These are the challenges you face. And what we're doing right now is multitasking in a way that helps us to overcome all of our different struggles, but we're not wasting any time doing it. You know, we're scanning, we're you know, examining anomalies, we are researching, we're taking care of our primary base while we expand. And, you know, by the end of this episode, we'll probably be bringing colonists to us. Boy, we have a lot of concrete here. I think we need another concrete depot. That'll work. Because it looks like they're spending a lot of time moving things back and forth when they should just be able to drop things off here. Looks like we need another one here. Help them start to unload. I think maybe it wasn't working just because we had too much concrete. There they go. Now they have a job to do. Man, and we filled up another dumping site. I can't wait until we unlock the technology that turns all of this into concrete. It's quite useful.
Research complete.
Water reclamation. And let's see if we can build that. I don't think we can. We can! Whoa, hold on. What does this take? Maintenance of 3 machine parts. That's pretty huge. But let's do it. That'll reduce our drain on our kind of our one and only water supply here, which is going, you know, lower and lower. We can actually click on this raindrop looking thing here and it'll show us how much we've used. But I would like to put one of these in each dome, but it's a pretty huge drain on our machine parts production. But I want to show you guys this building. It's a really sweet building. Okay. We've unloaded a bunch of metal. No, no, no. Unload. Come on, buddy. You know what? Let's make another depot. It's so much easier just to make universal and just dump them. And then sort it all out later. There'll be plenty of time for us to micromanage where we place what things. We have machine parts here and we have concrete. Do we have polymers though? No, we have no polymers. So what do we need for this? Machine parts and concrete and metal. That's it. Okay, we should be able to bring that to that universal depot. Let us load here. Come on, man. Let's load. Okay. Get them to do that. We'll bring this stuff to the other universal depot. The drones there will make the water. The water will begin. We'll have the ability to store a bunch of oxygen. What are we missing here? Some polymer. Okay. A couple polymers and we'll be able to finish the apartments, which of course we need. The apartments will finish. We can finally call on people and we'll get this area done. We are resourceful, just like the Martians should be. So how hard are they working on this? Pretty dang hard. Just need a few more polymers. They need a lot of concrete, but that is a resource we have plenty of. Oh, waste rock. Yeah, we're not doing anything here until we get those rare metals. And the sad thing is, even once we get the rare metals, they'll just be up here. Starving? They're all starving now? Are we not producing enough food? What's going on? You know what? Do we have... We have the technology, but it's not done to make the low-G fungi. Let's make that a priority. Increase the comfort of all residents in the dome. I mean, that's nice. Comfort is an issue. What's going on here? I was going to say, can we not make more shifts? Can we not open up more shifts? So we can increase their workload. And I think we should just do that for both of these. Okay. That may also drain our water a bit more. Oh man. The last thing we want is to have a mass starvation taking place. Come on guys, make food. We do have room here. If we would like, we can place another hydroponic farm. Damn. But I was thinking we could place...
We gather here
Oh,
today
this is our first
to bid
person to
a final
die.
farewell to one of our finest.
We gather here today to bid farewell to one of our finest. As difficult and painful as it is, we must accept that Stigger Sandberg is dead. As friends, as a community, we express our sadness. We acknowledge our loss, acknowledge the great importance of Stigger Sandberg's life. Their life has been a journey towards a vision, a journey which brought us all towards the possibility of living on the Red Planet, one small step after a time. They didn't try to make their mark in human history, for there is no room for attempts at success. They knew the calling of fate was, they knew the risk and the opportunities and made the best of it for the good of us all. What is it that takes a person through all of this is a question only we can answer. This is a question whose answer is the spirit of Stigger Sandberg, and this is the legacy for us. They died of old age though, so that's good. Yeah, and each time someone dies from a non-natural death, people don't want to come. So the fact that they died from old age is good. But boy, do we need to help out our colonists with food. Yeah. Come on, guys. We need water. We need water because we need to also make... There we go. Okay. That's something. We need polymers now. Let's come down and get polymers. But we need water because we also need to make fuel up there so we can refuel our rocket. Let's come here and load... God dang it. Load 5. I guess we only have 3. It doesn't matter. We'll just load as much as we can and we'll bring what's left up to here. At this point, it would be amazing if we had another transport. Are we scanning this right now? Pretty useless place to scan. Is there anywhere else potentially more useful? Could scan there. Maybe there. Maybe there'll be something kind of in this lip. But once we get those polymers, how many do we have? 3? We need more than that. Let's take all the rest of these. May as well take all of these metals as well. Let's take the machine parts. It's probably good. And we could come back and we are going to dump those off and start making fuel.
Research complete.
Unload. Water chip. The terminal softly beeps, indicating that the water chip for one of our drones has failed. The chip controls the water cycling for Chatterin number 1 dome. Without it, water consumption there will increase by 400%. We were supposed to get replacement water chips, but it seems they were wrongfully delivered somewhere in Southern California on Earth. Yeah, that makes sense. That place sucks water. The water chip is quite complex, and it will take us 6 souls to manufacture it here on Mars. Alternatively, we can import a new one from Earth. We can't do that. Chance to fail? Ugh. Ooh, this is awful. Repair team failed. Oh no. Okay. Well, we've just got a bit of a catastrophe dropped on our door. And what that means is we now need a second water extractor. So we're basically going to bleed this watering hole dry. Let's connect them. Okay, a little bit of redundancy. We're also going to need power. But I think we can avert a serious crisis if we just get this done. So, autonomous sensors is finished. I mean, that's cool, I guess. But I was mostly researching that to ensure that we can unlock more things down this path. Increases production by 25%. Okay. What do we have next? Surface heating? Man, we really don't need that at all. But it may unlock more useful physics-based research in the future. What we could really use is a farm down here. I can't believe we're not producing enough from these places. Yeah, let's build one more, I guess. It doesn't hurt.
Has died.
Oh no. We'll check them out in just a second, but let's... Is it under this? It is. Let's get another hydroponic farm in here. Make this a priority. And let's see what they died from. Starving. Ooh, that's bad. One of our vehicles here was destroyed. Can we not repair it with another one? Oh no. Are we losing multiple colonists now? Alright. We're prioritizing the building of... Oh, here it is. We've got this done. Recycles up to 70% of the water being used, but our water consumption is huge. Our water tank's pretty full. And we'll vary up our crop production. But I have to imagine 3 of these hydroponic farms has got to be enough to produce the type of food that we need, or the amount of food that we need to feed these colonists.
A colonist just snapped.
Oh no, mental breakdown. That's probably from us overworking our hydroponic farms. Since we're going to have 3 now, I think it's probably safe to bring them back to normal working environments. Dang. So this has been finished. Man, we've got to get this all going quickly. Let's build... Man, this episode is going quite long, but I think this is pretty important. Where is the fuel refinery? And I guess we'll place this here. We've kind of got a lot of very important buildings being built all in one spot. Do we have enough machine parts? I think we have just enough. And with that, we should have water supply, the ability to produce food, house people, all in one area. Let's check out something that might help make the colonists happy when they arrive. And this just has a one-time cost.
A colonist has died.
Oh my
The
god.
recent colonist deaths are a worrisome trend which cannot be ignored.
Yeah. While the applicants who came to Mars were aware of the many risks that await them, the near criminal neglect from our side is something different. Oh my god. They're calling our colony a death trap. I can't believe, how is our food shortage so severe? They're waiting for food. I mean, we could go on all of the short-term food production, but I feel like with 3 of these, we should still be able to cycle them. And we're just barely breaking even. I think what it comes down to is we just need the more efficient forms of food production. We've lost 5 colonists. I can't even believe that. Which is why I'm happy we brought this here. But man, we can't wait any longer. Let's bring a passenger rocket. Yeah, let's launch. And we'll bring them here. And I think since we're bringing another rocket back, we should just go ahead and launch this one. Return to Earth. Come on, guys. No more starving. Produce food. Man, I could have sworn 3 of these would have been enough. We have no workers. This place needs to become a priority.
Crop failure reported.
Oh my god. Where? That's pretty bad considering we're starving. And our water production shot up 600%. Man. We built 2 of these and we built 1 of these, and we're still not there in terms of reducing our water consumption. It's probably excessive to build a second water reclamation dome. Mostly because it's going to drain our polymers and machine parts, which we don't want to do. We could consider destroying something like the gym in favor of a farm.
A colonist has died.
Or the space bar. God dang it. Let's postpone these. I think we maintain, yeah, we maintain our progress. but we have to rush the low G fungi farm so we can put more people in that. Sure, unlock new crops, that seems good. And there we go. God, I can't believe we're losing so many people. Try not to panic though. But trying to reach out and get to this rare metal really put a strain on our resources. And our focus, I guess, also ended up suffering. But I think we're going to call that for today's episode. That's about as much stress as I can take. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the trials and tribulations. I'm glad I didn't do this all off camera because this is quite the amount of work, and you guys never would have known what went into this. But yeah, thanks for sticking with me for the bumpy parts of this ride. It'll get smoother once we're much more self-sustaining. Just money. Money's what we're missing right now in rare metals, and then we'll be able to make electronics, and then that's it. And then from that point, it's just a matter of balancing all the resources, making sure we're expanding fast enough before we run out of resources like water and concrete. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. And as always, y'all, I will see you in the next one. Take care.